Okay, this is for algebra, and this is a continuation from yesterday's class. I realized before you started working on your task today that we need to clarify something. So first off, you have a paper that you have, it's two-sided. One side is the arithmetic sequences. The other side is arithmetic sequence, but in visual form. So I'll talk about that here in a second. What I realized when leaving these notes and leaving this subplan is that there's a question on your task card that we need to clarify. So here's a task card, and all the task cards are located on your Google Classroom, and you're going to look on the computer to find the information. So our sequence for this first one, so that one is going to go here, and your A, B, and C answers. But for that first one, here's the sequence, 1, 5, 9, and 13. So we want to first identify the common difference. Well, on your paper that you're going to turn in today, I will be back tomorrow, and I'm going to collect them. So it better be turned in by the end of this hour. But you are doing the common difference on number 1, letter A. So the common difference in this pattern is 1, 5, 9, 13. So it's definitely increasing, and it's going up by 4. So the common difference, so on 1A, that's going to be 4, which you guys did fine. The second one is what I'm concerned about. The second one says, write an equation to represent the sequence. Now, when we just want to write an equation to represent the sequence, and we can put in any term, we need to do something just a tad bit different than yesterday. So if I just want to write a sequence, an equation to represent the sequence, then I can find the 100th term, I can find the 200th term. I can write an equation by doing this. So your equation still is going to be like A sub n, that means any term that I want to find, equals, what's our first term? That stays the same. Plus, now it's a positive 4 for the difference, times n minus 1. The difference is we want to go ahead and simplify this and get it down to an equation, and now I can find any term if I wanted to. So n to a sub n plus 4n minus 4. I'm going to distribute that 4. Then 1 minus 4. So I'm going to put the 4 in first. Minus 3 a sub n. This is the equation that you want to write down for B. Okay, so that's the equation that we can use, and now we can use that equation to find any term. We can find, like, if we want to do the third term, 4 times 3 is 12, minus 3 is 9. 100th term, 4 times 100 is 400, minus 3, 397. So, something's going on outside in the hall. I can't tell what it is. So, but anyway, so that is letter B. Letter C, then letter C says find the 7th term. Well, you can put that back here or use it in this formula that you just found. 4 times 7, 28, minus 3, 25. So you could use this formula now to find it. It's the same thing. It's just this is the nth term. If you ever hear that, that's the nth term. So meaning we can put in any term that we want. But that's the thing I wanted to clarify. So you're doing the arithmetic sequences. I think there's 12 of them on that. Then the second one on the back of your page, the other task cards that are on there are visual. Hold on, I'm looking for another set here. But anyway, the visual patterns. So the visual patterns, I have a love-hate relationship with the visual patterns. Some of you are going to love these. The visual patterns, you just kind of have to see how it's going up, and you got to be careful of the question. Like this one says, this is I, so you're going to put it on the I information. Write the arithmetic sequence to represent the number of hexagons in the nth figure. Like figure 1, there's 3. So your first number in that sequence is 3. The second one, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 3, 8. Whatever your next one is. 2, 4, 6, 6 and 6, 12, 13. I think it's 13, which makes sense. So 3, 8, 13. So this is going up by 5. So it's increasing by 5. So the visual ones, you could still do it, just a visual pattern, but what's your first figure? What's that one? What's this one? What's this one? And then it's the same thing as your arithmetic sequence, okay? So on those, you just need to understand and make sure you read what the question's asking, right? So your goal is to complete those working with the arithmetic sequence. Your final is due on Monday. You could still turn it in today. Leave it in my tray. Don't give it to anybody else, but put it in my tray. I will be back this weekend, and I'm going to collect them and start grading this weekend. So these papers are due no matter how much you have done. And for some reason, if you're in this entire class, I do expect quite a few of these done. If there's not very many done, you're not using your time wisely. So, okay, that's all I have to tell you. All right, see you Monday.